brother, you gotta understand something. These insane policies that these political elites are rolling out aren't just a difference of opinion on how to solve the world's problems. They're not failed experiments. They're part of a deliberate plan. The things that they're doing with open borders, mass immigration, and the release of violent criminals back onto the streets, they don't make sense to you because you're trying to apply logic to something that is intentionally destructive. You're not crazy for wondering why anyone would want to harm America. They're not trying to improve the system. They're trying to replace it because Western society got too smart, too connected, too aware of the corruption. And then people started asking questions, the kind of questions that expose how deep the rot actually goes. So the elites came up with a new plan. They realized that they could flood the system with people who don't ask those questions. People who came from places where corruption isn't shocking. It's expected and it is completely tolerated. Talking about people who will work hard, pay their taxes, and never demand accountability. And the elites love that because they know that the average person from a broken third world country, they know that they don't fight corruption. They just adapt to it. They've watched these nations crumble for decades, and now they're importing that complacency here because a population that expects corruption will never resist it. And that's what this is really about. The elites aren't interested in helping anyone. They just want to keep their gravy train rolling. So they're replacing awareness with obedience. That's what they're doing. And if you're still wondering how any of this makes sense for them to live in the same country as you do, you have to understand that they live behind walls, far from the chaos that they've created. Their kids don't go to your schools. Their neighborhoods aren't flooded with crime and drugs. They live in some of the most prestigious communities in the nation. They will never be standing in line next to you at the grocery store or worried about making rent. They've built a world where they're insulated from every consequence of their own destruction. And while they sit behind gates, private security, they'll tell you that this is for compassion for the less fortunate, right? But that's not what it is at all. It's conquest. They want to run the world. They're collapsing the first world so that they can rule over what is left of it. But here's the thing that they didn't plan for. Men like us. Men who refuse to surrender their minds, their values, or their freedom. Men who understand that the only way to fight back is to rebuild from the inside out. You can't fix a system that was designed to fail, but you can fortify yourself so that you never get destroyed by it. And that is exactly why our brotherhood exists. To rebuild men who cannot be manipulated. To sharpen the minds and the bodies of men who refuse to kneel. And if you've woken up to this game but you don't know where to start, drop TRP below and I'll show you how to rebuild from the inside out. I'll see you in there, brother.